back to my channel. Good morning everyone. Today I am going to discuss about very important and beautiful topic, Bhakti movement. Imagine medieval Indian society divided by caste, and it is controlled by elite peoples. Rituals and religions also controlled by elite peoples. Common people is struggling to connect with spirituality actually. And then come voices. Those voices from villages, streets, temples and river sites. Poets, saints, rebels, mystics, all those people come in front of the elite society. They said, you don't need expensive rituals to reach God. You only need devotion. This wave became known as the Bhakti movement, one of the most influential spiritual and social movement in Indian history. Today, we will cover why the Bhakti movement began, its major saints and teachings in jest, how it transformed Indian society, and why its message still matters today. So, without delaying, we will start this thing. Then, the word Bhakti movement means devotion, as you all very well aware about this, or deep love for God. Even you can say that the surrender towards God. The Bhakti movement was a spiritual movement that emphasized personal devotion to God, equality among people, simplicity in worship, and rejection of rigid rituals and caste discrimination. It started in South India around the 7th century with Tamil poet saints and later spread across India between the 12th and 17th century. Unlike complex Sanskrit scriptures, Bhakti saints spoke in local languages because this movement is targeted the local peoples too. It is in Hindi, in Tamil, Marathi, Punjabi, Bengali and so on. This made spirituality accessible to ordinary people, and average and common people can understand it by heart, and that changed everything. Why did the Bhakti movement begin? That is the very big question. Actually, several reasons led to the rise of this movement, as all the time rebels happen because of something. Right, that here, like that here is also something which promote people to do this kind of movement. The first and the foremost reason of this Bhakti movement is rigid caste system. Society had become deeply divided. Lower caste often faced discrimination and exclusion from temples and educations. Bhakti saints openly challenges this system, and they are gathered with each other. Second and the most important reason is complex ritual. Religion had become dominated by rituals and priests. Common people want a simpler connection towards God, and they can't get it. Bhakti offered love, God sincerely, that is enough. They don't want any kind of higher categories of rituals to follow up. Next one is influence of Sufyan. The arrival of Sufi saints in India promoted ideas of love, devotion, and equality. This influenced many Bhakti thinkers. Next one is emotional connection. People were drawn towards a spiritual experience based on love, music, poetry, and devotion, rather than fear or formal ceremonies. Now we can understand major saints of Bhakti movement. One of the early Bhakti saint in North India is Ramanand. He believed devotion was open to everyone regardless of caste. His disciples included people from different social backgrounds. Next one is Kabir. Kabir was a revolutionary. Born in a weaver family, he criticized both Hindu and Muslim orthodoxies. He said, God is not found in temples or mosques, God is within you. His dohas were simply yet powerful and are still quoted today. Next example, बुरा जो देखन में गया बुरा न मिलियो कोई. Kabir promoted unity, humanity and equality. Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism. Guru Nanak preaches one God, equality, honest living, and service to humanity. He rejected caste discrimination and emphasized compassion and truth. His teachings later become the foundation of Sikh philosophy. Next and very important is Mirabai, a Rajput princess who devoted her life towards Lord Krishna at a time when women had limited freedom. Mirabai broke social barriers and became a symbol of fearless devotion. Her bhajans expressed pure love and surrender to Krishna. Chaitanya Mahapatra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, famous in Bengali and Odisha, he spread devotion through singing, dancing, and kirtans. He believed ecstatic devotion was a path to reach the God. Tulsidas, the most known name. He was writing Ramcharitramanas in Awadhi. He made the story of Lord Rama accessible to common peoples, not just Sanskrit scholars. Now we should understand what happens when Bhakti movement rise and what is the impact of Bhakti movement. The Sanskrit literature become very familiar to all the common peoples. The Bhakti movement transformed India in many ways, like first, social equality. It challenged caste discrimination and promoted dignity for all people. Though inequality did not disappear completely, the movement planted seeds of social reform. Second, growth of religious or regional language. Bhakti saints wrote our local languages instead of Sanskrit. This helped develop Hindi literature, Marathi literature, Bengali literature, Punjabi literature, and so on. Many modern Indian language grow through Bhakti poetry. Religious harmony is another aspect or another fact. Then, saints like Kabir and Guru Nanak promoted unity between Hindus and Muslims. Their messengers focused on humanity over religious divisions. Next, music and culture. Bhajan, kirtan, and devotional poetry become central to Indian culture. Every day we are trying to listen bhajans in various languages with musical system. Even today, Bhakti music influences classical music, folk traditions, and Bollywood songs too. Then, Bhakti movement was powerful, but it had limitation. It could not completely end caste discrimination. Some traditions later become institutionalized themselves. Different saints had different interpretations of devotions, yet its core message remained revolutionary. Spirituality belonged to everyone. I hope you can understand it very well in just form. Now, if you like it, please like, share, and comment on this video. Thank you very much.